Happy Monday, everybody. I hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. I hope you're all having a great Monday so far. Today, Pat, Zeno, Scuzzy, Paint, Kim, Valk. How's everybody doing? If I missed you, good morning. Kim, thank you so much for 38 months. That's a long time. Are you changing your name to Delirious, Paint? Is that what I'm seeing? It's a good change. It would let people know what they're in for. Panda, how's it going? Trying to nurse this migraine and chronic pain. I had ruinous headaches all weekend. It was terrible. The weather, like Saturday's weather, I think we had all 4 seasons. My son had 2 matches. And over the course of those 2 matches on Saturday, we went through all 4 seasons. It was drizzly and 40 degrees with a very cold wind, and everyone was in winter jackets and hats, huddled under umbrellas. And then the sun came out and like it got to like almost 80 degrees and humid, and then it dived back down. It was awful. And then yesterday was very chilly, like nice, but very chilly with a chill wind, which just, my sinuses don't know what's going on. 95 today, raining and a high of 66 tomorrow. Yeah, great. It's going to be nice. It's going to be real nice today. I'm hoping to get out for a run today. See how the schedule shakes out, but it's supposed to be nice today. I think it's going to get hot over the course of the week. I don't know. I stopped looking. So We're going to do more RoadCraft today. I'm starting to have a little fun with RoadCraft, although I'm not particularly enamored with the platforming elements of my road building game. They seem completely unnecessary in all ways. But we're going to keep poking away and try to build some roads, make some stuff nice. I think I'm going to double back and clean up some of the infrastructure routes that I have running already. Pave and fill in some of those holes and get them paved out so that those can run easily and we can produce stuff easily. 56 currently, high is 71. Then 78, 85, 88 the next few days. Yeah, I think we're going to hit 90s this week. I think. The other thing, we had the conversation last week about how pale my kids are. Like, I'm pale, but then next to Wifeboat, I'm not. Then Wifeboat next to my daughter is not that pale. And then my daughter next to my son is not that pale. My son is an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. He's exceptionally pale. He's also ginger. Kind of goes hand in hand. So on Saturday, playing his soccer match in the pouring rain. I mean, pouring rain. He got sunburned. So that's where we're at. That's where we're at. His whole face, the poor kid, he's just been bathing in aloe all weekend. It's anyway, that's where he's at. So the other thing that we have is a week from today begins the summer of Stardew. As we've done the last several summers, we do Stardew Valley over the summer because it's relaxing and just vibes out. Plus my daughter really likes watching me play Stardew, and she was yelling at me. Hey, thank you so much for 3 years. Thank you so much for the tier 3. I really, really appreciate it. So what we're going to do this summer is I am not going to try to 100% the game. That's off the table. It's off the table. Not happening. I think after 2 years, we can cast that aside. So what we will be doing, I have already installed Stardew Valley Expanded, East Scarp, and Ridgesideville Daletonburg. So all of the expansions, the fan-made expansions, will be added, and we'll be poking around in those. So lots and lots of new stuff to explore and see. I also I'm going to be adding a bunch of stuff, basically. I'm going to be adding a bunch of stuff. There's an expanded witch's cave and stuff that I added. There's also a witch NPC that you can add that has some quests and stuff with there that I will probably add. I've been picking at the different mod lists over the weekend and adding stuff in. So that is the plan. We're going to explore all of the fan-made expansions for Stardew Valley, and that's going to start a week from today. And that's going to go through the summer until the kids get back to school. So they have basically 2 weeks of school left. This week and next week are full weeks, and then the week after that is like half days, graduations, nonsense. So next week we'll start Stardew Valley. The week after that is going to be very interrupted. I may miss a good chunk of the following week for half days and getting ready for graduation and all that stuff. So we'll see how that shakes out, but probably miss a bunch of days that week. Wifeboat took that week off too, so we'll see. So this week we're going to play some RoadCraft today and Wednesday here on this channel. On Friday, on Friday, we're bringing Flex Friday back this week because I have a key to something neat. If you recall, a while ago, we played a game called Lost in Random, which was like an RPG with, there was a little dice companion. There was some rolling. It was a really cool, like, storybook style game. There's a new Lost in Random coming out that is a roguelike called Lost in Random: The Eternal Die. And we'll be checking that out on Friday. So that should be pretty neat. It's a slightly different style of game than the first one was. So we'll check that out on Friday and see how it goes. The art and the world for that game was fantastically beautiful, and the second one has kind of the same style. So really fun game. So we'll check that out on Friday. But the rest of the week is going to be RoadCraft. That'll be it for RoadCraft for a little while. We'll revisit it probably after the summer, after they've done some updates and all that stuff. Maybe pop back into it on a Friday or on the After Hours channel. After Hours this week, my kids have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, so probably not. I don't remember what time it is. I'm trying to see the calendar, but we'll see how After Hours shapes out. So through the course of the summer, Tuesdays and Thursdays will be flex days over on twitch.tv/tugafterhours, where I'll pop on if I can. That will occur more after the kids are out of school and we're settled into our summer pattern. So particularly once July and August hit, there'll be more After Hours streams over there on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Unless we have like there's soccer tournaments and stuff over the summer too, because it never ends. So we'll have more streams over there. We're going to continue Oblivion. We might start something like Expedition 33, maybe do a little Baldur's Gate, maybe even do some shooters or something over there. I don't know. It's my channel to mess around. So we're just going to mess around and play what I feel like. So, I think that's all that I wanted to talk about. Yeah, so a week from today, we'll kick back off into Stardew and spend the summer doing that, which is fun. It'll be fun as always, particularly with all of the extra content that is added on, new NPCs, new everything. So that'll be really neat. So let's jump into RoadCraft. I think what I'm going to do, Pat, all of the expansions add extra fish and stuff. So I might revisit the concept of doing the fish pond farm, or at least try to get fish ponds for every type of fish as we go through all the extra content. So I could not have less interest. It is not possible for me to have less interest in trying to 100% Stardew. It's just not fun at all. It is, you get to the end of the fun, and then you still have a lot to do, and it's just grinding through days to get it over with. And that's not enjoyable. So I don't want to do that. So we're not gonna. We're gonna play lots of different add-ons and stuff. And some of them look really cool. So I played Expanded very, very briefly, and I haven't played any of the others. So this will be a new experience, and it'll be fun. Have you met my friend ADHD? Well, like, the hyper-focus hits, but then I just like, ugh. I don't know anybody who has done 100% on Stardew Valley and been like, yeah, that was fun. Everyone is like, oh, thank God that's done. I'm not playing this game for at least a year. Which is kind of funny, Pat, because like I'll hang out and grind in RPGs like Oblivion. I'll stand on a cliffside and jump up. But I appreciate the slow cinematic pan. Just took your time, played it at first without thinking about completing it, got to year 13, realized you were nearly done, so finished up easy, yeah. I didn't do it! I didn't do anything! Alright. Well, let's go get our rusty heavy dump truck. I'm gonna recover this over to this space. Getting yelled at for doing nothing. Yeah. We're gonna go over here. We're gonna do some work. Nickname in college, etc., etc. Sure. Okay. And here in the wilds, we have a purple construction vehicle. When spooked, they're known to flip on their side and play dead in order to scare off predators, or OSHA inspectors. After you moved on from this map, you figured out that it sucks and the other one was more interesting. Yeah, I was actually thinking about maybe jumping to the other one. I want to fill in this area. Whoa. Whoa! That phase 5 grind, though? Yeah. Firing Satisfactory back up and being like, oh yeah, I'll just keep working on phase 5, and then just being like, what was I doing? What do I need to do? The progression on the other one was more satisfying. Liz, thank you for 23 months. Phase 5 felt too short. That's just a flex, Valk. That's just an unnecessary flex. They gave you all these cool new tools, yeah. And then it ended. Sure. Yes, please. Bye, paint. Bye, forever. Phase 5 feels short because everyone just avoids shipping anything in Phase 4. Oh, you did the old Phase 5? Oh, good God. That explains why you felt like it was too short. You know, they fixed Phase 5 because it was basically just masochism, right? Rubica, good morning. That was the point, you thought? Yeah. That does explain a lot. Isn't that why I liked it? I really dislike this dump truck. Have I mentioned that? Let's move you over here. Let's grab this guy. Bring you over. Yeah, I'm not... I don't think I'm going to use that big one anymore. Other than, like, driving it over to refill this one from that one, I guess. Big one drops sand all over the place. As demonstrated by the piles of sand randomly on the road. You're standing in that exact same spot. Imagine. And it broke your routes. Oh, speaking of breaking routes. This route's about to break. It's marking its territory? Yeah. Charlotte, hello. Happy Monday. I hope you had a good weekend. Sand and water. Yeah, it's raining. It's weird, right? Weird for this game. Saw a beach house yesterday and it was beautiful. I'm glad. It's a blessing? Yes. That's what I was thinking. Whoa! Okay. Developer must love rainy days, right? Summer of Stardew starts on Monday. So we'll be starting a brand new Stardew file on Monday, next week. This is the Summer of Stardew 4? 3? Something? New save? Yeah. 100%ing it? Absolutely not. We're gonna do expanded East Scarp, Ridgeside, Daletonburgville. Check out all the expanded stuff. Yeah, I have. If you do, I quick updated the mods command so you can see what I've added already if you want to, okay? I'll probably end up dating one of the new characters, Scuzzy, most likely. Pam Horse. So Pam Horse and the Pam trailer and all those are not 1.6 supported at the moment. But what we can do is we'll do some stuff over the course of the summer where you guys will be able to add cursed mods. We'll find some new cursed mods and have little mini goals to do it. Spanish Shrek? I don't know that I want to know. Whoa! Trust? Clint Horse? Finally finished Sunken. I might jump away from this one and try out the other map. Once I get this cleaned up. Did you try Stardew? Have you never played it, Rubber Wheels? It's a really great game. I had never played it. I had no interest in playing it ever. And I ended up playing it for the first time because of a charity event. And now it's my most streamed game. It's very good. It is one of those games where you gotta kind of like make your own fun, or it's one of those games where you can just kind of vibe out and do your own thing. But I find it rewarding. Going to the orc. Why? Why? But why? But why? How many times have you completed it? What's physics? Yeah. That sounds dumb. Yeah, exactly. How could this happen? To me, of all people. Ma'am. Uh-oh. Oh. She just... Pretty sure she just busted through the bedroom door. Penny might not be long for this world. What the fuck? I mean... Apologies. Apologies? Lifeboat's influence. That is, you know, in like 8 years of this, I think that's... I think that's the second time I've slipped. Got here at an awkward moment. Hi, Kimmy. I was here when? Now families are made. I mean, it's family friendly for my family. Okay. Why, they have the Twitch Moments badge? Didn't they get rid of that? Does that still exist? Can you winch your own vehicles? I don't think so. There's... You know how annoying auto winching can be in SnowRunner? The winching in this game is that, but worse. You cannot manually target your winch at all. You can't choose what anchor point to winch from, and barely choose what anchor point to winch to. So I'm gonna go with unlikely that I could get that to lift back up. That's wild, Zax. My daughter was with her best friend and her parents. They were in her car, and her mom dropped the F-bomb, and she looked back at my daughter and was like, "Oh, sorry." And my daughter goes, "You've met my mother." And she goes, "Oh, yeah, right, never mind." Whoa! Whoa! What is happening today? I see. You didn't miss anything. Nothing at all. High-speed grading. Did it just try to do a front flip? It did. Just jump into the air for no discernible reason. Acrobatic grading, yeah. Oh, really? I might try that. Charles, how's it going? Good morning. Okay. Infrastructure route. Operational. Okay, so we want to go... We want to scoot these over. Make this slightly less of a sharp turn. There. Bring these over a bit. Ooh. Bring these over a bit. Darcy. Thank you so much for 52 months. Good lord. Thank you, thank you. Who do you call to clean the ocean? Mermaids. Okay. Alright, let's see how... Route failed because this stupid dump truck is right in front of the door. Okay. Dispatch vehicles. See how it does. Sounds like you need a nap, Charlotte. These guys, what are you doing? Okay. Need more than a nap? Need a lobotomy. That makes two of us. Alright, if this works, we're going to jump to the other map and start working on that. Because all the objectives that we have for right now is like hop in the scout and go explore other stuff and do some platforming, and I don't want to do that. Where are you going? That's not at all the route. Not even close. What are you doing? How? Okay. Scooch this over. Scooch this over. Try and tighten up this corner, maybe? I was cheating these to one side of the road because we had to put additional ones on the last map, so I wanted to have room for additional routes on this road, but I can straighten all these points out. Yesterday I had to wait for the AI truck and then push it with the dozer to get the route done. Nice. That's... Did this with one specific route on this map at the end. Why use the road when a dozer can push the AI van up the muddy hill? I mean, technically you just have to complete it like one time, right? So... It was like 5 or 6 times. They kept sending a weak truck that couldn't get the job done. Nice. Use your brakes, big fella. There you go. There we go. Yeah. Nice. Way better. Okay. Boom. Okay. Still had to put sand down and then pave it. And the little van was like, I can't do it. Neat. Alright. Alright, so let's go back to the hub. That route shouldn't fail anymore. We'll come back to that. And we'll try Incommunicado. I should buy better vehicles. Construction depots, you can buy or sell resources. Oh. Oh. I have cash now. Why is there a live action remake of How to Train Your Dragon? Money, Jovial. So with animated movies, they have to pay royalties in perpetuity. By creating a live action remake, they can use non-union CGI animators and then not have to pay those royalties. And then they push the live action version instead of the original animated version. That's why Disney's remaking all of their classic animated movies as live action.
Connection unstable. Too much static. Tried switching to reserve band. No dice. Guess the relay problem. Reach the relay and investigate. I repeat, reach the relay and investigate. Move fast before it cuts completely. Do you read?
Neat. Capitalism was a mistake. It's fair. Find the nearest relay. Oh, I don't have a garage yet. All right. We'll buy some new vehicles once we get there. Let me refill my coffee real fast. Hang on. 2 seconds. My truck didn't pop into the air and roll over this time, so, you know, winning, improvement. Okay. Need you to confirm something. Saw a comedian last night. His girlfriend was an ICU nurse. He said that any conversation can quickly go off the rails. I mean, you definitely learn, Darcy, what topics to avoid unless you want to get bogged down into a very heated conversation. There are topics that you definitely steer around or quickly try to divert from. Just about see through your coffee today. Nice. Oh, this looks like a garage. Can I unlock the garage by going near it? Or does that not work in this? That doesn't work in this. All right. I think that's never happened. That's more. Yeah, no, that's more individual. Not that kind of thing. It's more like it's more you're liable to stumble into a conversation about something grotesque. Yeah, she's been an intensive care nurse for 20 years. Oh, it's no. She's not at a trauma 1 center anymore. Those stories were worse. Those conversations got awful. I don't like medical stuff. I get like squeamish and queasy, so I try to avoid those conversations.
Hey, you're back on the air.
Back on the air.
I was worried for a hot minute there. So, I've been going through the list of damaged facilities, and you know what? It's one heck of a long list. And our list of assets is short. And by short, I mean it's just little old you. I'm sending you the to-do list now. That should keep you busy.
Okay. It's not so much like I don't faint. I just don't like it. It's something that I was working through with my therapist actually. Because I also get like hyper anxious and overwhelmed when my kids are sick. Deliver vehicle. Let's do that. I gotta deliver the vehicle to here. Okay. This guy. Oh, is this?
Our relay can't do much without fuel.
This is just a highway truck?
So, here's the plan. Deliver the semi-truck from the gas station to the relay. I hear no objections, so I consider the motion passed.
Oh, good. Nearly fainted when your daughter got stitches in her forehead? Yeah, I just get very anxious, and I have a tendency towards hypochondria. Ooh. Where am I going? Up this way and then across? Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna go up to here, not across the bridge. I think. Whoa. Whoa. Cross the bridge. Check. No, not... Right? Not across the bridge. Going that way. Don't confuse me. Had too many concussions. I showed my kids that clip, and they were dying.
Well, that's the semi-truck squared away. And just so you know, you're starting to impress people over here. Even me.
They were like, yeah, that tracks. Okay. Visit the Steel Beams facility. Set up the Highland base. That goes from the gas station to the Highland base. That should be pretty straightforward. Start plotting. From my concussion. My daughter was like, you were so confused that you couldn't say it right. That's part of having so many concussions, you know? That's what happens. Kelly's accent is getting less caricatured over time. It's a possibility. Oh, these are semis? I thought they were going to be regular trucks, not highway trucks. That's going to be a problem. I would have gone the other way. I feel like the first mission, her accent was a little slight, and then a couple of them, it's very over the top. It kind of... They're Swift drivers. God. We didn't hire a shipping company. It's an LTL company, so it might get here. Okay. Settled in for the long haul.
Repairing the power substation and restoring the electricity supply would be a huge help. After all, you can't really do much without juice. But it's going to take some driving. This time, I'll ask you to take the truck loaded with steel beams from the relays yard to the power substation. For sure you can handle it. But please exercise a little caution.
For
If the
sure.
truck turns over, you'll be in a lot of trouble and a long way from help. By the by,
Oh.
we had a driver up and quit on us. Just not cut out for the job, I guess. Only 18 hours behind the wheel was enough to send him running. Didn't even deliver the truck of steel beams all the way. Left it next to the town church. Could you bring the truck to the garage? Would be a great help. And net you a nice bonus.
Ah. Great. Deliver the welding gas tank to the relay. Is that the one she meant to not roll over? Be careful you don't roll that over now. Oh boy. No, that's not the truck. That's the beams for the other objective. Oh, cargo truck. To the Highland base. Wait, no. Alright, wait. Highland base. Go into the garage. Okay. I've got that. Ooh, we're gonna be running some power. I need to get... I've got that. This thing's actually not that great. Actually. Suddenly teardown makes an appearance. Good lord. If it blows up, if it rolls over, that'll be funny. Okay. What can I buy? I've got the cargo crane truck. Heavy equipment transporter. I don't have. A non-rusty dump truck. Let's buy that. Buy. Okay. A non-rusty heavy dump truck? No. Non-rusty semi? No. No. No? Do I need a cargo truck? Non-rusty asphalt roller. Yes. Then they come in company colors. It's great. Non-rusty dozer. Yes. Can't afford that. Non-rusty asphalt paver. I can barely afford that. Should I get the mobile crane instead? Or a non-rusty scout? I can't. I can only afford like one more thing. Yeah, I get the non-rusty paver. I can barely afford that. Alright. Okay. So I need to visit. I need to reach location, I guess. And a scout, and that's about it. This scout seems fine. I don't have any need for a better scout at the moment, I don't think. Anyway. Could have just taken the road over there instead, but this works. I've only got $900 dues left, so... Once I make a little more cash... Whoa! This way. This way looks good. Super good, yeah. Looks super good. Cranes don't feel worth it. Don't think the crane capabilities improve. Come on. We'll stay out of that mud. The terrain scanner seems not super useful. It's like, hey, this mud, not great. I'm driving on the green right now. It's going well. There's a lot of stumps scattered around. The green zone is for loading and unloading only. Watch the tram car, please. Boom. Made it. Find object. Search what area? This whole town? Oh, tell me I have to parkour my way into that house to get this thing. Maybe not. Area revealed. Alright, so then I need to get a... I need my crane truck, then? Right? Deploy. Here we go. Oh, Zeno, we got the pre-ground, the Kirkland brand pre-ground bag for Wifeboat to bring into work. She said it's pretty good. As much as I prefer to grind them fresh, their pre-ground is apparently decent. I'm pretty sure it's... What is happening? Anyway, I'm pretty sure it's rebagged dunks based on the flavor profile. Oh my god. Okay. I think going that way and then looping across would be best. Ground up and in the freezer. I saw, I was at Costco yesterday, and the lady in line in front of me had a hoodie on that was Buffalo Bill's skincare products. And then the subtag was free basket with purchase. Which is wonderful. Yeah, that's the one I get for whole bean. The Rudamai is good. Starts with an M. Mayora, the yellow bag. That one's also good. Yeah, that was great. I wanted to ask her where she got the sweatshirt, but she was also wearing a MAGA hat, so I didn't ask. Boom. Nice. Still a thing? Oh, sure. Oh, sure. You know that she made them both at home with her cricket. Ooh. Whoa. Okay. Came down this way, right? I don't remember. Yeah. Transported a giant transformer in this truck. I saw somebody posted a picture. Somebody recycled a giant fishing boat, strapping it to the back of this truck, which is on par with my 9 concrete slabs where my wheels were barely touching the ground. I mean, as long as the cargo gets strapped in, it's like, you know, hey, fits, sits, you know? So top heavy. Throw a yellow rag on the end of it. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Well, I'm glad there's no vehicle damage. One of the things I enjoy, Jovial, is someone who's only shopped at Sam's Club or like BJ's or something. The first time they walk into a Costco and just watching their facial expression change. Being like, oh. Oh. The Costco near you is awful? Really? Surprising. BJ's, yep. 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 Yep.
Nice work. That's enough gas to keep the welders at the relay happy.
I'm sure they never heard any jokes about it, yeah. It was dirty and took an hour to check out? That's wild. Maybe, I don't know. I wonder what the volume of that store is. Because that wouldn't last, like... that would not go well where I am. Deliver the cargo truck to the Highland base. Reach location. Okay. So we gotta go to... Muscout. Let's recover Muscout. Highland base. And we gotta get to that location. So we'll go over here and take this bridge that I didn't want to take last. What are you doing? No one has any idea why I just did that. Just moving on. Don't worry about it, Charlotte. That's for me to know, and one particular person. You're a Virgo, you worry a lot. I mean, I am too. I guess that tracks. Whoa, what? Why? Should I be worrying more? What is... There we go. Okay. Bring a tree removal team out here? You can't do anything about those trees, I don't think. Yet. The urge to pin that. Thank you for the lurk paint. Where do I go? Should I go that way? I'm gonna follow the good road. It probably won't take me where I need to be. Probably. It will take me right to where I need to be. That works out. Which environment is destructible and which one is fixed? Yeah, it seems odd. Man, I'm just not... I think I'm just not used to... the, deliver it to there. Deliver that vehicle. Okay. Mia, how's it going? Nah, we haven't made any roads yet. Here, anyway. Hey, a traffic light. I don't think I've ever seen a traffic light in any of their games. Wild. It's a bespoke road. Mm-hmm. Is it working? No, nothing works. Nothing ever works. Nothing about this works. By the way, if you weren't here at the beginning, next Monday, a week from today, we're going to start our Summer of Stardew. Every summer we go through Stardew Valley. Sometimes we try to 100% it. That won't be happening this time. Going to be doing all of the expanded and Ridgeside and other add-ons that give extra stuff. So we'll be doing that. It's going to be a lot of new content, so it should be fun. It should be fun. Wait, wasn't there a better road to get to here? I guess not, huh? I'm not delusional this time around? What is that supposed to mean? I'm never delusional. All of my illusions are completely... Nope, I'm not gonna finish that. I'm completely illusional. Juniper, how's it going? Played those mods? Yeah, I haven't... I played Expanded for like a week, I think. But that's about it. Never really dug into it, so... This will be fun. It'll be fun. It'll be a fun summer. And we'll try to do some, like, sub-goals and stuff to add on more cursed mods. So keep an eye out for cursed mods or mods that you would like to see me use. And we'll look at adding some of them. Yeah, I added East Scarp as well, Mia. Okay. Bring steel beams.
Hey, you did a great job with that truck. So great, in fact. Management just pushed all of the Weaver's tasks onto you.
Great.
Being popular, great.
Thanks, Kelly.
Sometimes I hate this place with more passion than usual. At least it's not too bad for now. Just bring some more steel beams to the Highland base.
More steel beams. From where? Is there somewhere that I can process steel beams? Oh, this stuff out here? Wait. Visit the steel beams facility. Ah, okay. That's what we're gonna do. I need to do that. Yeah, that's a side objective. I gotta fix the steel beams facility. How is it June? I know. It's madness. Abject madness. My daughter has her dance on Friday, too. Friday might be a short stream. I don't know if she's taking a half day on Friday to prep for the dance. Like you do. I don't know how to get over there. That's water. Oh, I'm good. Now I have safety dance stuck in my head. There's that. How do I get over there? I'm gonna keep following this road and see where it goes. Maybe it'll loop back around. Oh, that's not a loop. That's not a loop. That's not a loop. That's a big hole in the ground. Well. That seems like something that's gonna have to be taken care of. I don't have any way to make... I don't think there's anywhere to make, like, concrete slabs or anything, right? So... Leland, how's it going? Yeah, I don't know if I can build a bridge. That's the thing. Let's see if I can just yeet myself across. Maybe? 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 Fill it up with sand? That's the next step. Hey! Made it. Okay. Speed! Whoa, 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 whoa. Not that much speed. Wait, what's this one? Oh, is this the power substation? Deliver vehicle. What vehicle? That vehicle? That's not getting over there. Okay. I'm definitely gonna have to... Scuzzy with the low-key baseball reference. Definitely gonna have to fill that with sand, probably.
This place got messed up pretty bad by the hurricane.
Really?
We don't get those where I come from. So, I need
Just
to go
this
see
place?
exactly how bad we're talking here. Take a look around and report its current condition.
That's blue stuff. You get to see Hamilton this weekend. Nice, Sax. How long was the scar? It's a complete, like, river washout. There might be a path over here. Maybe. We'll see. I got one steel beam. Woo. Cool. There's a sand quarry there. Now what? Repair the substation. Oh. Okay. Deliver vehicle. Let's try. What could possibly go wrong? It's a gully. Oh, I might be able to sneak this way. And around. Maybe. Well, let's try. Maybe. Possibly. Probably. Hopefully. Might be unlikely. It's It's a strong start. Gulls are not particularly associated with gullies. Imagine. This is the good part of this path, so that does not bode particularly well. Maybe I can sneak through the woods. 5 flash drives and a USB hub, and then presenting them to the PC as RAID 0. What could go wrong? Nothing at all. Why? Could be worse. Could be rain. Why? 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 Okay. So we're not going that way. No roll count? No, we don't have a roll count. We don't need a roll count. We have a fire count. Yeah, that wasn't my doing though. I'm not making a roll counter. We don't need a roll counter. It would go completely unused. Completely unused. We have a very inaccurate fire counter. Yeah, it's way too high. You guys count nonsense. Makes it very inaccurate. Fire counter times 5? No. 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 Okay, there's nothing upstream. I can't get up those rocks. Downstream is even worse. Oh. Let's see how this goes. Counts how many times I've been on fire. No, that's not what it does. Counts how many times you guys make stuff up about what I'm doing. This went exactly how I thought it would. Okay. There's a sand quarry here. There's also a sand quarry over here. Ooh, okay. Wait. That might... Where's my dump truck? Not that one. That one. My fancy, beautiful dump truck. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. Look at those colors. Do we need to have paint break out the clips again? No, we don't. At all. Thank you. Dump the sand in the blue box without it spawning so you can move faster? Meh. This one doesn't leak sand out of the gate. It does if you tip it over slightly, but it doesn't leak it out of the gate like the big one. Alright, so maybe we can fix, because there's a quarry over there, so maybe we can fix this side road. Whoa. Got a little wobbly there. No, it doesn't work everywhere. You have to be, within the radius of a quarry in order to refill. So anywhere in those yellow circles. So like up where the cross point is, which is up here-ish, I wouldn't be able to refill sand. So over here we can refill actively anywhere, so that will help get us where we need to be. Just make sure you're under the sky pipe, yeah. The giant floating quarry in the sky. Filled with sand. Does that make it angel dust? Yes. Yes, it does. This is going to take a lot of sand. You also paved this entire route? Yeah, I'm gonna take my time. We're gonna make this a lovely road. Because I'm pretty sure we're gonna need to use this route a lot. So I worry at how often you do the same things as me. What is that supposed to mean? I don't know how to take that. You should take it as a compliment, Valk. I took it as an insult, which says a lot about me. Listen, we're not here to dissect my opinion of myself. You all know where I stand on that. I have nothing but the utmost respect for myself. And disdain. Mostly disdain. I feel like I'm getting better at this. Pour some concrete on top of that. So we're going to come through, we're going to grade it to level it off, and then we'll come through and pour asphalt on it, and then we'll roll it flat. Because, you know, having nothing but sand as the substrate for your road makes a lasting and durable paved surface. It's probably the, like, sand falling from the sky and filling the dump truck is not super realistic, but the least realistic point of this game is the fact that these roads last more than 3.5 minutes. If you leave it as sand, yeah, no, I left sand on some of the other maps, and it's still there, like, still working fine, so. Finally 100%ed this map over the weekend? Nice. This one's not in Michigan. I don't know where this is supposed to take place. This is hurricane damage, so definitely not Michigan. If a hurricane hit Michigan, there's bigger issues in the world. A colder Florida. Yeah. Based on the trees and terrain, this is not somewhere that a hurricane should be hitting. Could be New England. Yeah. New England would track. Why? Michigan is very far inland. And for a hurricane to sustain its hurricaneness so far, North Carolina, also a good shout. If a hurricane was still a hurricane and it hit Michigan, number one, something weird's going on with, like, the jet stream and stuff, because that shouldn't happen. Number two, that would have to be quite literally a biblical storm to still be a hurricane by the time it hit Michigan. Have there been hurricanes formed on the Great Lakes? That's about the only way, yeah. No, this North Carolina might be accurate. $19.96 for the one on Lake Huron. Weather's gonna go stranger. That's very true. Maybe parts of Georgia? That would track too. Virginia as well. Actually, South Jersey? Swampy and Pines? That's South Jersey too. Sunken is listed as Eastern Europe. A hurricane hit Eastern Europe? That seems like a really big problem. This is incommunicado. Yeah. This is incommunicado. We moved off of Sunken. I was getting annoyed with Sunken. Never finish a map thing again. Sunken's map stuff was getting irritating because it was just doing parkour platforming with my scout. I want to do this. I want to pave roads, not do really bad platforming in a vehicle. Incommunicado is also listed as Eastern Europe. Okay. Again, if a hurricane hits Eastern Europe, there's really some big problems. Could come up from the Black Sea. For a hurricane to develop over the Black Sea, though? Subtropical cyclone? You did Sunken? You did this one the weekend before? This is a lot of sands. I'm probably gonna need more in this section. Yeah. The last few objectives. Pierogi, how's it going? Happy... It's Monday, right? Yeah. Monday. I'm with it. I know what's going on. Medicanes occasionally observed over the Mediterranean Sea. Possible. Way smaller. For this kind of damage to still happen over Eastern Europe would be wild. No shorter ones between the massive tasks, just massive task after massive task. I'm glad I moved on from that map then. At least for now. Paving the planet by the end. Why is there a big tree in the way? This is so much sand. I already got the achievement for dumping a whole ton of sand. Or like 500 tons of sand or something. Power wash sim? Something zen to do when you want to space out? Yeah, doing this stuff, this is the part of the game that I really enjoy. Some of the other stuff, not so much. Some of the objectives it has you do are meh. But doing this is a vibe. Let's put a little more sand over this log. Okay, boomer. Ah. Now that you got some upgraded logging stuff, you're starting to enjoy that too. I haven't gotten any logging missions. I'm guessing there's probably going to be logging on this map, maybe? Do the Utes not say vibe anymore? My kids don't. Who knows what the Utes say, you know? Sorry, doing this kind of thing is low-key goated. There we go. You're welcome. Radical. It's totally tubular. Vibe's a better word? I mean, sure. That's because our generation was ruined by something awful. So. Zeno, thank you for gifting C's, so. Whoa. Whoa. From landfall in Maryland? Huh. Jumped by some kids on the farm. Almost there. And then we get to go back over this whole thing with our grader. And then the paver. And then the roller. Kids. I get it. Yeah. Don't encourage him, Pierogi. It only gets worse. You gotta just let it go. It's like the old episodes of You Can't Do That on Television. Don't encourage your father. This is an ancient reference for you all. You're welcome. Is it ever a great year to be living in the Mid-Atlantic states? Wasn't yesterday the official start of hurricane season anyway? So, you know, here we go. Boom. Okay. Ah, well, that was a lot of sand. Move you out of the way. And we're gonna go to our base. We're gonna grab this guy. Take a dozer and level it off. Oh yeah. Whoa, it's raining? I know, right? Imagine. It's been 2 hours already? Lost track of time. Pouring sand. See? It's a whole vibe. How many breaks? I haven't taken a break. I didn't realize it had been 2 hours. I thought it had been like an hour. Okay.
Target is absolutely amazing, and I paid money for this necklace.
I completely forgot about that. Jake, thank you for the 50 biddies. I forgot that that was a custom bid amount. Guest spot by Kicking Jude. Yeah, I agree, Comp. I'm just gonna gun it across this and then we'll come back across it again. I'll have to make at least 2 passes. Comanche stuck in your head? Ix, how's it going? Not so ancient, Scuzzy saw him in concert last weekend. Murph, good morning. Love the bling tractor. It's my company colors. Which means you have good taste, Murph. You see, here at Smug Incorporated, we work hard. Does that mean you have good taste now? No. We work hard, we play hard. Everybody dance now. One of the best episodes of The Simpsons ever, by the way. Top 5 episode. That's an easy top 5 episode. That bump is going to be a nightmare for the asphalt layer. We're not all sunshine and smile. One of my favorite stand-up bits of all time, Leland, is I forget his name. He was an old stand-up comic. He's Iranian, and said people are always surprised that I'm a stand-up comic from Iran, but it does mean that Iran has 2 more stand-up comics than Germany. It's just really funny. Are you okay today, Charlotte? You barely have anyone to flirt with. First of all, yes. Mm-hmm. Poor Charlotte, I know, right? All that innuendo and no target. Really upsetting. That's got to be difficult, you know? Feisty today? I did accidentally drop an F-bomb earlier. So, apparently yes. Second time in 8 years I accidentally cursed on stream. So there you go. It's a feisty day. just realized how weird that sounded. I think that was kind of the point, see? Accidentally? Second time? Oh, it is. Non-beeped anyway. This is gonna end up being a nice road, I think. Do you like with the grader you can cheat the road wider? You were trying to be supportive? Uh-huh. Did I get an environmental impact assessment for this? Excuse me. Pardon me. Yeah, the environment has been impacted sufficiently. Now it's time to pave. It's a sore spot for me after our last house, so I'm gonna leave that alone. Denied the ability to fix the flooding because I can't put it back where it was. Anyway. Nice. Okay. Move you out of the way. And then I'm going to need to get the transport truck out of the garage. This guy. Vehicle is so baby girl. Just a happy little truck. Why not the big one? Because getting them on the big one is brutal. Like, it doesn't work? Like, I really struggled to get the asphalt paver in particular. So. Oops. Also, I hate that you still can't strap down the vehicles, which is weird, but. Boom. There we go. Toggle ramp. Cannot secure cargo. Alright, before we bring this over, I'm going to take a really quick break. It's been over 2 hours. I got to take a break. See if there's any coffee left. So, now's a great time to grab a drink, grab a snack, get up and move around if you can. Don't forget to take your meds if you haven't. I will be right back. Oh, oh no! Oh, no! Wait, no! Whoa. What the f just happened? Uber got to 2 years. I apologize in advance to everyone. I'm done. Nikki, how's it going? Uber. Ouch. That hurt. You two can go away now. Nice. Alright, just the collector now. 34 hit. No! Come on. Really? Guess I should have seen that coming. Those are meant to be gnawed on. To clean your teeth, not broken. Camera is broken and only focusing on you. Is that better? There's gonna be so many crumbs on that couch. Read between the lines. This penny intermission has been brought to you by Dentabone. I don't know how this works. Shh, no one say anything. Shh, it's fine. How does this work? All right. Let's get paving. This is gonna go well. What did you just watch? Something he would only do for Uber. Did I dab? Is that what happened? That sounds like I dabbed. Yeah. Yep. Disgusting. Not a vibe. I was just checking my deodorant, you know? Don't want to be stinky. Nerdin'. Good morning. Happy Monday. Hope you had a good weekend. Okay. This is probably gonna go poorly. Chaotic but fun. The only thing chaotic about my weekend was the weather. It was wild. One, 2, or 3 layers. We're doing 2 passes. Maybe. We're doing maybe 2 passes. If I can get over this bump. Yeah, okay. We're good. Went to the zoo yesterday. Oh. That's a long... Oh, jeez. The zoo, then a birthday party, and then your parents... Jeez, that's a long day. Imagine the smell. You know exactly what this thing smells like, too. Steering yourself. Stop it. Stop it. The zoo is a last-minute ad? Supposed to do it last weekend? Ooh. Get there. Easy, easy, easy does it. I didn't think I was going to get over that ridge. Amazing. Come on. Make the turn. Okay. Pivot. Pivot. Built a new penguin space. Ooh. My son will be excited. He is a fan of the penguins. Come on, little fella. Don't turn, you muppet. Wearing a suit all the time is just not natural, right? Who were they trying to impress? That's a very bumpy section. Please stop turning without my permission. Stop it. And grabs onto any little bump or ridge and just yanks to the side. Are you implying that penguins are the waiters of the animal kingdom? Got to see one of the feedings? Oh, that's cool. Really good at floating rocks up through the sand, yeah. Like a giant rake. More like waiters. Oh. Nope. Do, 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 do. Come on, little guy. Boston Aquarium has them almost first thing when you walk through the doors. That's cool. I haven't been to Boston Aquarium in 40 years. Genuinely, probably. Like, yeah. Genuinely, probably 40 years. Camden Aquarium has them, like, not near the front, but they have a pretty neat enclosure for the penguins at Camden Aquarium. Birds. The only problem is you have to go to Camden. Oh! Don't! Why are you sliding off the road? There we go. Smells or something else sometimes? Yeah. One of the best days to go, particularly if you have little kids, is like I'm talking like preschool age or even first, you know, before 3rd grade. The best time to go is first thing in the morning on like the 2nd or 3rd day of school. There is no one there. It's great. Yeah. We'll be at the gates at 9 a.m. Like, last time we took the kids to Philly Zoo, it's like the 3rd day of school, so they missed that day. Not like they're doing much. Not like it'll matter. Got there right at open, and it was great. There was no one. Why is this so bumpy? Feel better about the controls? I've gotten used to the controls, Murph. I have quibbles with the controls. They're working on adding custom keybinds, which will fix my problems. I've gotten kind of used to them. They're not great, but I can deal with it. The other thing that really bothered me was the AI pathing on infrastructure routes, which is still not great, but it's definitely better than it was. The main problem that I have, which is not something they're going to be able to fix, is like I just don't want to do the parkour exploration missions. That's not fun. I have many quibbles with the controls, yes. Many. But if they add custom keybinds, I'll just be able to fix it. So, that's fine. I just don't like those missions. I think they're kind of silly. And completely out of place in this game. Unlock a little helicopter? Yeah, that would be cool. Somehow make less sense. See, I find like the crane controls and stuff are all on one menu. You have to flip back and forth between menus so much on controller. It's wild. And the menus are like crane controls or crane options. What? What is the difference? Yeah, Eric, I recommend turning on legacy controls. It makes it kind of a pain to have to do a long press to open the menu. But the legacy controls give it the SnowRunner crane controls, so almost everything you need to do for the crane is on one page. Which is not something they had in the demo. That's way better than it was. But to turn on legacy controls is not on the control menu. It's not in the controls menu. It's in the game menu all the way down at the bottom. Crispy M&Ms or nachos? If nachos are options, why would you not get nachos? Why? Zeno? Zeno? We've talked about this before. If you've ever used a program or like an open source program or something that is just made by a programmer with no thought to non-programmer end user use, stuff like that suddenly makes a little more sense. Why is this I leveled this off. Why is it two different heights? That's gonna look interesting once we roll it. Huh? Hold 9 for 5 seconds. Yeah. This is you have to hold down for 5 seconds, which is just wild. There's so many other options. Down on the D-pad. And why long press? What's gonna hurt? Why do I have to long press? I don't understand the long press. It's completely unnecessary. Anyway, those are just like quibbles with the controls, right? And if they bring in custom keybinds, then that'll be easier to fix. So then you can just make it how you want it. Yeah, Eric, I have. It ends up taking like 3 passes most of the time. Like, one on the right, one on the left, and then one down the middle. You gotta make sure you overlap your pavement, or, like, stuff will clip through. Come on. Never rolled a road over a tree. Not my chop energy there. I'm curious to see if the tree's gonna end up clipping through all of this at the end. Like, I'm gonna roll it and the tree's gonna pop up on top of the road. It only took like 4 loads of sand to go over top of it, so, you know. That's not too bad. Yeah, I don't have access to the stump grinder yet, though, so. It's not, I just realized it's not raining. Feels weird. Yeah, I don't have a stump grinder yet. I'm guessing I get it after this mission, maybe? I've got the cable layer and stuff, but I don't have the tree cutter or the stump grinder. Need your assistance making nuclear pasta. Nuclear pasta? I just got it running, Zax, for phase 4, and then just left it running real slow. I wasn't expanding that line. It'll eventually get done. I really should fire up my satisfactory save and just leave it running, like, all weekend. Then it'll be done. Make this turn a little less 90 degrees. I should be able to pave that corner. Salute all the phase 5 machines to speed it up a little. Yeah. I don't think I have the power to do that. As much power as I'm running, I don't think I have the overhead to sloop those. Don't fall off the road. No. I had no problem going over this ridge on the way out, but it's giving me massive issues right now. There we go. Okay. Rolling that's going to be interesting. Starting on Monday next week, Pierogi, I start my, at this point, annual summer run of Stardew Valley. When my kids are home for the summer, I just play Stardew. So, we're going to have Expanded and Ridgeside and the other one that I can't remember. What's the problem? So, the streams on this channel during the summer will be Stardew. And then we'll probably do a little RoadCraft and stuff on After Hours. Hi. Did somebody beep their horn? Is it a murderer?
Like to see the baby.
A murderer beeped their horn? Why do you have fur in your mouth? Why is there the edge of a mat of fur sticking out of the corner of your mouth? Hmm? You have anything to say in your defense? Or do you just want a treat? Would you like a biscuit? Huh. Hang on, let me get a retreat. Mags, how's it going? Recommend Expanded Frontier Farm? Is that in, does that come with Expanded? East Scarp. Yeah, thank you, Flamingo. No, I'm not 100%ing it. I gave up on 100%. I'm not doing that anymore. Let me get a retreat here. Thank you, Lurkix. It's Stardew Valley Expanded is a mod. Pierogi, yeah. No challenge this time, Scuzzy, I think. I 100% gave up on 100%. Yeah. I mentioned before, it's just not fun. It's exhausting. Pamtar and Pambus. We'll do some sub goals or something for cursed mods as we get into the run. Flamingo. How close did I get to 100%? I don't know. 100% is just a grind. It's just not fun. I don't want to do it. 72%? Something like that. The clock is like 10%. I think I was missing one golden walnut or something. I don't know. Something around there. 25%. Yeah, so that starts Monday. And that'll be our streams for the summer. My daughter's very excited. She wants me to make the mods work on her Switch. I don't know how I'm supposed to do that, but you know. Uwu Clint? No, we're not doing Uwu Clint. No Uwu Clint. Co-op with my kids? Nah. They get too bored too quickly. I've done like Fortnite streams with my kids here and there, but after like, Clint, you hairy-chested Adonis. Thank you for the biddies, Max. Thank you for sharing that with everyone. They get bored and moved on. They move on to other stuff like after like an hour or so. Bop. I need... this guy. Boom. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Get out of the way! Truck was about to get hit. Can you go? I also don't want to be savagely ripped apart by my kids live on stream. It's accurate. Yeah, that route is done.
Creepy stream because my dad's a little.
Wow. She's not here. No, she's not here. Relax. Relax. She's not here.
I would like to see the baby.
You're not coming back up. No. Go lay down. And your nonsense. Go lay down. If we play, like, we did some, like, 1v1s in Siege this weekend, me and my son, and every round that he won, he had to run in here and gloat. Have a good meeting, nerd. Which was, unfortunately for him, nowhere near enough rounds to actually win. But, you know. Learned it by watching me. I don't even remember what quest I was doing. I remember being annoyed with how the roads were. Or the lack of roads. Alright. There was a quest? I don't know. A road needed doing, so we're doing a road. Hey, it's raining. That's weird. They do not. I don't think, Pierogi. I don't think the rain affects the roads. Is pretty good at shooters like Splitgate 2. It's uncomfortable when that happens, right? Weather does not impact the roads. There you go. Goes against everything you believed in. Bum, bum, bum. Look at that smooth road. This is definitely going to take 3 passes, right? Made it impossible to pave and such. The swamps overflowed onto the road. Or the fact that you're just using sand underneath the roadway and it just washed away. Tornadoes. Yeah. That's what everyone loves in a game, is when you're building something and then the game RNG just goes, meh, we're just going to wreck everything you just did. Which, the only time I don't mind that is if you have the ability to build it correctly so that that doesn't happen. You know? A test for your building capabilities, if you will. SimCity proved that, yeah. When you get bored and you just decide to have a alien invasion, you know? Good old infrastructure. Hey, the sun's out. Imagine. How long till it starts raining again? 5 minutes. Maybe. Maybe. We're gonna have a high road and a low road here for some reason. Don't know how or why that happened, but alright. I'm the reason? What did I do? It helps with the aggressive turns at high speed, yeah. I should have made some banked. I built the road. I didn't make it 2-tiered. I leveled it 3 times. Ma'am, you need to stop. No. You need to stop. No. Stop. You're being a brat. Hang on. I'll be right back.
The infinite malignity
Well,
of the
that's
stars.
gonna do me. Okay, I'm gonna go.
Phrasing?
Nothing happened. Nothing happened at all. Okay. I guess I could just do this faster. Take it out of low gear. I've had one treat, but what about a second? Absolutely not. Does it properly track infrastructure tasks on the map select screen? I think so. I think. In the hub or whatever? Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna speed roll the middle. That always goes well, right? Tigran, how's it going? Good to see you. Happy Monday. You have 0 out of 10 on maps that you've 100%ed? Oh, interesting. I haven't looked. That sounds like it's just a reporting issue. I'm gonna drive this truck down this road, and then I'm never gonna have to go this way again. It's taken 2 hours to pave this route. Yeah, I took it out of low gear. It makes you go faster, which is not necessarily always great, but... You'll make use of this road and be happy you did it? Good, 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 good. That's what I like to hear. I assumed... Why can't I pay... Why won't you roll that part? Okay. I assumed it was going to pay off in the long run, but... You were still being stubborn at this point, not paving stuff? Oh yeah. I'd rather spend the time and then just click through everything at the end. Debating about bringing the big dump truck up to that gap. And then bringing the little dump truck up and just filling that gap with sand. Yeah. One more pass. But what about roads paved like this one? Whoa, 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 whoa. 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 I don't come into your game and criticize your paving, Valk. It is a service I'm willing to offer, though. You say that like you wouldn't, Charlotte. Come on. We both know that's not true. Random unpaved bumps in the road would send you into orbit. It's kind of annoying, yes. All right. Almost done. Have I ever thought about applying myself? No. Literally not once. Ever. That's not what I do. What I do is skate by on good looks and mediocre talent. It gets me what I need. I don't need anything more than that. Da-da. That's not what we do here. Okay. Now... On what and what? You heard me. Let's go. Must have been the wind? No, no. You were just distracted by, you know, the moneymaker. It's understandable. It happens to everyone. I skate by unless let him cook. Holy thunder instead of regular thunder. The moneymaker being Penny. You don't have to point that out directly, Charlotte. A little rude. It's good to be back. Welcome back. Wait, what does that mean? Do 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 do. Oh yeah. Then I gotta go up there. You ever just get a craving for a jar of pickles? I mean, if they're good pickles, I could eat a jar of pickles, yeah. Trout and chorizo sandwich. Spicy pickles? I gotta be in the mood for spicy
There's
pickles.
one thing this power substation and my office chair have in common. They've both seen better days.
Objective complete.
Okay, the factory looks good to go for now. Once, you know, it has power. I'm sure you understand what needs to be done. But if we're doing it by the book, restore the power supply to the factory according to regulatory blah blah blah. You get the picture.
Blah,
So,
blah,
here's the
blah.
gist. Lay a cable from the power substation to the factory. And please don't get electrocuted. I don't need that on my report. Or my conscience.
Okay. Let's scooch over here. Grab this guy. Roll out. The only good pickle is a sweet pickle? No. No, Flamingo. No. If you sort pickles by the different types of flavor, dill, spicy, sweet. Sweet is always last. Always. Other types of pickles still come in above sweet. Sweet pickles are mid at best. At best. Sweet pickles are an insult to other pickles. I agree. There's no pork in kosher ones. Found that. It's the salt that's used. Genuinely, it's salt, but yeah. Means it costs more. Sweet pickles go inside a grilled cheese sandwich. Sizzle. No. Pickles are overrated. Alright, I'll be opening applications for a new mod. Pickles are overrated. That is one of the more outrageous statements ever made on this stream. And we've had guacamole hate here. Yeah, what Scuzzy said. It's the salt. Who hurt you? Thank you, Grandsack. Amber. Pickled carrots? Yeah, 100%. American cheese and sweet pickles. I'm with Zeno. Pickles are mad. Okay. I don't know what's happening right now. I mean, I know exactly what's happening right now. I should have seen this coming. Spicy pickled baby carrots called firecrackers. Alton Brown has a recipe. What have we done? Suddenly your food takes don't look so bad? Nah, no. Still bottom of the barrel, Charlotte. You have company now. But not sure I've met a pickled veggie you didn't like. Yeah. That's facts. That is facts. Alright, so we're going from here to here. Can I just go through the water? Do we think? I mean, this is a tracked vehicle, right? Realize you don't like pickles because you don't like cucumbers? Huh. Why don't you like cucumbers? I mean, they're fairly innocuous. That's why I asked. You can... Oh, I thought Charlotte said that, Valk. Activate. You love cucumber, just don't want it pickled. That's wild. That's a wild statement. Like the texture of pickled okra? Make it make sense. Boom! A whole new world out here. Yeah. If you ever want to hurt.
Great. You make it all look easy. With the new power cable, we'll have no trouble keeping this factory running. Great job. If we're to fix this whole area, we can never have too many materials. There's no point just sitting around while we wait for HQ to send us everything we need. Or for everything we need to
If you ever want to hurt, just ask Twitch chat food opinions.
is more probable. I suggest you check out the steel pipes facility. It's close to the center of the operations area. If it's working, we'll be cutting out a lot of waiting time. Speaking of cutting out time, there's a stump mulcher that might be very
A stump mulcher?
for you. It's in the truck's shack near the relay. Swing by there and pick it up.
A stump mulcher? Okay, explore the steel pipes facility. Good lord, it's so far away. Get the stump mulcher near the relay. Bring steel beams to the Highland base. That means I'm gonna need to make steel beams. How many steel beams? 5. 5 steel beams. Where's my... I have almost every vehicle that I need, except the one I need. There. Not that one. That one. Well, might as well grab. I need metal to recycle, so. Please stop moving. Can I grab this car? I can. Ooh. What else can I grab? That guy? Sure. What if you hold the sandwich laterally, Leland? Okay. Let's see. Boom. Nice. I can't fold the crane. Ooh. How come I could manually fold it? All right. Okay. Off we go. Woo. It's a little wobbly. The whole bread is still connected, so no. So pitas don't count. What if it's two pitas with stuff in between the two? Is a calzone a sandwich? Or is a calzone a pie? Yeah, I'm also hungry. Is a calzone a burrito? There's 8 classifications. A calzone is the 6th level of food. Burritos are calzones. This section of this road is looking worse and worse as time goes on. They're both empanadas? Happily munching on your pickles. Whoa. Soup, toast, sandwich, taco, sushi, quiche, calzone, cake. Is a burrito a Mexican dumpling? Everything is bow is what this is boiling down to. Do I have my scout truck here? I do. Let me jump in this guy. And object scan. Wait, can none of this go in the... None of this can be recycled? I'm sorry. Anything can be a sandwich if you try hard enough. Tried to drink coffee like a sandwich. It spilled through my hands. Apparently I can't pick any of this stuff up. Use the map layer. Resources. Oh, there's some over there. Those are big. Okay. I've got 3. I need to get 5. Two to 3 beams each. I don't think I can pick them up with this crane, though. Is a banana a burrito? I don't think... Oh! I can? Oh boy. This is gonna go well. Whoa. Cannot secure cargo. Cannot secure cargo. But why? No, 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 don't roll off. Hang on. Got an idea. Nope. The problem is, I think if I go outside of the crane controls... Oh, it didn't let go. No, 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 no. Should have seen that coming. Definitely should have seen that coming. Okay. It's not 4. Talking about 4. Not 4. Let's do this. Where's the... Oh, this guy. Why would you spawn facing that way? At least 4? No. The first... Okay, when I started stream, that first one doesn't count. That doesn't count at all. So don't be counting that one. Because that was nonsense. That doesn't count. What happened? Don't worry about it. It doesn't count, though. If you have 2 con loafs on either side of you or your truck sandwich. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. I loaded into the game, and when I loaded into the game, the truck popped into the air and fell over. It doesn't count. I did nothing. I was just talking while the game was loading. I didn't even have control over the vehicle yet. I didn't do anything. It just happened. Listen, it's on video. Would I lie? Would I lie to you? I did nothing. It was the game trying to make me look bad. It was broken when I got here. Daily. You don't have to all emphatically. Blackbird, how's it going? Now he saves a few bucks. Okay. Anyway. I lied. What? No one believes what comes out of your mouth because you constantly lie to us. That's just false. You are impugning my integrity. This is slander, and I demand recompense. Do we think? I probably can't stack more on top of that, right? I'm gonna have to bring these one by one. Put that crane there. Braced it against a wall or something? Yeah, that's fair. Doesn't know what a brace is. You know, words hurt sometimes, Scuzzy. Alright. Thank you for the lurk, Murph. Not wrong, though. Yeah. I'm trying to think. It's like, how many matches this season we actually scored 2 goals? And the ones that we scored 2 goals, I'm fairly certain we did not get any points from. So... Wait, we can get a second goal? Okay. It's just always to them. You've seen our records, Guzzy. You know that we would jump at only giving up 2 goals. Oops. A little too close. Does not include own goals. Well, one can dream, you know? Okay. I think I can roll them against the body of the crane here. Oh, wait. Put the ramp down. There we go. Oh, no, no, no. Put the ramp back up. Put the ramp back up. Hey, that worked. Look at that. Okay. Aw. Why can't I half put the ramp down? I can strap that one down. Yeah, I'm trying to get both of them on there, though. Boom. Got it. Nah, come on, that was quick. Quick and easy. Quick and easy. Been here before. What's the main purpose of this game? WD Line, how's it going? You're rebuilding infrastructure. So right now what I'm doing is recovering old metal and stuff, bringing it to a steel beam plant to make more steel beams, and then I can deliver those somewhere else. You repave roads, fill in divots, restore power, cut down trees, do some parkour, you know. A lot quicker than you expected. I don't know how to take that. I feel like that's insulting. All right. So now we got 14 beams. Yeah, buddy. All right, so let's get you out of the way. Oh, my other... My mule fell over. That's right. I had to recover it. Yeah. You can. Alright. Leave you there. This road up here, the black asphalt you see, is a road that I made that cuts all the way through this way, through this swamp, so that I can actually get to where I just was. I need mule. Enter vehicle. Yeah. You can essentially pave the entire map if you wanted to. Wall to wall. Edge to edge. Whoop. I'm not paying attention. Yeah, so this is a road I made from scratch. This was all muddy terrain, so. A nice smooth road. Smooth and straight and even. Not every tree can be cut down? Aw. Unlikely. Booloo. It's still somewhat of a simulator. So, you know. No fuel mechanics in this one, no. This one's a bit more... The actual driving part of the game is a little bit more arcadey. It does not drive or feel like SnowRunner or MudRunner, despite being from the same devs. It's much more focused on the quest completion and infrastructure stuff than on the driving mechanics. It's much, 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 much more forgiving. Wenrir, what's going on? Except for the vehicle parkour. Yeah, I could do without that. Fuel and damage would be a pain, yeah. Works for SnowRunner. Yeah, I don't think it would work for this either. Why can't I... Hello? No. The only truck customization is color scheme. That's it. Which is a little disappointing. There are different ones that you can buy. I would be very happy if they added it in for, like, at least for the scout vehicles, you know? Yeah. Where is the... Why can't I generate beams? Hello? Am I doing something wrong? Are these... No, because I dropped stuff off in that. How about over here? No? For once? For once? I would like some steel beams, please. Wildly unrelated to drinks that uses the same name? Really? Incommunicado. Continue mission. Oh. 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 Oh, there we go. How many do I need? 5? UI bugged you. La, 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 la. Ooh, you're a heavy. Who knew? Steel beams turns out kinda heavy. This is an unexpected development. Fairly stable and bug-free. Yeah, the only... I mean, that bug, obviously. Which a quick reload fixed. And the bug where I loaded in and it knocked my truck over. For no reason. Other than that. Totally bug-free. Dot, how's it going? Come on, little fella. Other than that, Mrs. Lincoln, how was the play? Made pasta with creamy zucchini, spinach, basil. Ooh, that sounds good, Charlotte. You have a sand pile you can't get rid of? Oh, that's kind of funny. No! Okay, slow down. You muppet. Wife had an overnight yesterday. Ah. Playing some World of Warcraft. Nice. Is there an inside truck camera? There is. Come on, little guy. Okay. That one's done. You're always reasonable? Yeah. Having to shout that in all caps. That seems totally normal. Get the stump mulcher near the relay. What stump mulcher? It's in the truck shack near the relay. What? That's just pernt lock. Otherwise, I wouldn't listen. Honestly, all caps just makes me kind of ignore everything. For some reason, I've been conditioned to ignore it. I'm loud, therefore I am. A stump mulcher. For some odd reason, been completely conditioned to ignore all caps.
This factory isn't going to do us much good if it doesn't have any power. But all these tree stumps won't let you bring a power cable in. Aren't you glad you brought that mulcher? It's time to put it to good use, don't you think?
Before we start this mission, I'm unfortunately out of time. I'm not gonna have time to get this one done. So, that's all the time I have for today. Listen. Next RoadCraft stream is on Wednesday tomorrow. There's a chance that we have an after-hours stream over on twitch.tv/tugafterhours. That would be tomorrow morning for a couple hours. If we do that, it'll probably be a little Oblivion. I got to see what time. My kids have a doctor's appointment, so I got to see what time that is, and I should be able to sneak one in or something. Otherwise, more RoadCraft on Wednesday. A week from today, next Monday, starts the summer of Stardew Valley, so we jump back into Stardew as we do over the summer. And we're going to play with all of the expanded mods. So Ridgeside and expanded and all that stuff. So that kicks off a week from today and we'll run all summer. So yeah, time flew by this morning. I didn't even realize I got a I have an appointment at 12:30, so I gotta go. Have a freaking-tastic rest of your Monday, everybody. I will see you either tomorrow morning over on After Hours or on Wednesday over here. Red, thank you for 30. Oh, it's 2 a.m. I've made mistakes. Have a fantastic rest of your Monday, everybody. I will see you next time for more games. So until then, as always, as ever, remember, be good to each other.